fun day. Everyone's like, wait, what? Why are they going live now? Let me turn it off.
No one's going to show up because no one gets notifications for YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube sucks.
I know.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man? So, another fun week has come and gone.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let me restart that. Another week has come and gone. Whether it was fun or not is questionable. Hey from Panama, what's going on? Hey, hey. So, how was your week?
That was good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. Was it really good?
No.
I mean, this was an interesting week.
Yes.
It felt like it was a busy week, but it wasn't a busy week.
It wasn't. No.
I mean, we did a lot, but we didn't do enough.
Nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just was like spinning our wheels.
Yeah.
You are the best. You are the best. What's up from Dallas? Hey, next week we will be in Dallas. 212s or 115. The question I was asked that is, have you ever owned a 15? Now, tangent real quick. You guys keep letting us know where you're from. Monterrey, New Mexico. We'll come back to the Dallas thing in a minute.
Yep.
When I was younger, I wanted to own every combination I could of subwoofers. That way I could figure out which ones I like. So I had 2.8s in a bandpass. I had 2.8 sealed. I had 110 in a bandpass. I had 410s in an isobaric bandpass. You know, where they're sitting on top of one another like this, loaded in, and it's a bandpass. Anyways, 212s, 215s, 112, 115. Every combination I could possibly think of I wanted to own. Because why not? I mean, it was a hobby and it was fun. And so, knowing that, if you've ever owned 212s before and you have the room, own a 15. Because you just want to do these things.
What's up, Tony?
That's that. Now, back to Dallas. What's up from Florida? Fernando, have you put the TIs in your car? We haven't done the rears yet. No, we haven't put those in yet.
No, not yet.
Hopefully, maybe next week.
Maybe next week.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up from the UK? The sunny UK. Wow, Tony, it's sunny there?
Yeah.
Rained here. It rained all day here, and my feet are soaking wet. It sucks. So, this week is going to be a short week for us. We're leaving to go to Dallas on Thursday to go to Knowledge Fest. We've been talking about Knowledge Fest now for what seems like a month. So this is going to be fun. Next Saturday, this show next Saturday is going to be early. It's going to be at 3 o'clock because we're going to do it from the Amp Global Pack Stinger. We're going to do it from their booth at the show. So they're setting us up at the booth. They're giving us a TV. We're going to have our camera, all our equipment, and we're going to have, hopefully, the plan is to do our show, but also have guests telling us where they're from, where the stereo shops are. Hey, from Cyprus.
They're really good.
Australia.
They're really nice, so I like it.
Have you heard the Power Acoustic Gothics? No. The only Power Acoustic we get is some of their amplifiers, and it's usually just whatever is the cheapest thing they have, and Paul puts those in. Hey, from Kentucky.
What's his loud?
I think I'm getting a pair for my car. TIs are nice. So what that means is that Saturday's show is going to be early.
Yeah.
It also means that there's probably going to be a live show Friday, but don't worry, we're still going to have all the normal shows. And so Wednesday shows, I'm driving on US 19 right now into Palm Harbor.
Nice.
There you go, drive safe. The roads are
careful,
crazy.
Yeah.
Let's remember Thomas.
What's up,
I want to get back to
saludos,
that.
Alfonso.
Hey, team music is something other than Rockford 363 that I can use to integrate into my. So you have the DSR, you have the DM608, you have the DM810, you have the Phoenix Gold 8.8.
Yep.
You have Helix, you have Focal. There's a ton of them. The 360's old, I would move on. If the DSR though, if you only need 4 channels for the money, you can't beat it.
Yeah.
Scotty. Now, so what that means is that Friday we're gonna have some live stuff. Saturday we're gonna have some live stuff. We might have some live stuff Sunday. We don't know yet, but it's all gonna be on YouTube. I don't think we're gonna do anything Facebook.
No. What is that from? What?
Speaky? What? What are we looking at?
Armand.
I can't.
From.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for watching.
Yes. Speaky the pirate. are the Scar 15s worth buying? If you're buying the nice ones like the VVX, anything from a VVX up,
Yeah.
yes. They're
ZVX.
Oh, ZVX, dude, if you got the power for a ZVX and you can build a box for them,
Yeah.
so big. You guys have seen
I
the
haven't
8
yet.
we have sitting on the bench over there.
And
It's retarded.
Yes, I have the Addison Bit 10 DSP. It is good?
Yes, it is good. The
If
Bit
you
10,
can figure it out.
If you can, yes, exactly. The Bit 10 is a little bit old. Okay, age means nothing. Okay, so
Yeah.
what I mean by old is just some of the software is a little bit older and a little bit different as far as how things are done now. But no, the Bit 10 is the godfather, the granddaddy. The Bit 1 is obviously but the Bit 10 is basically the Bit 1 just scaled back a bit. Yeah, it's what everyone wanted their DSP to be, so it's a great DSP. There again, if you can figure it out. So that's going to be the live show. Now, we did the Wednesday show this week, and it's not something we want to do, don't get me wrong. We enjoy doing the Wednesdays. What it is for us is when we have an opportunity to get somebody in that's in the industry, whether it be for high-level, low-level adapters or kicker or whoever, if we can get somebody in on this show that we can put in front of you guys, we want to do it. So it also, believe it or not, it also helps us out because it is a live show where we can talk and interview, but they're a lot quicker. We don't have any editing we really have to do. We can turn those Facebook shows around in about 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours, so that we can put them on YouTube. And most of that editing time is just export, import, and it's not something I have to sit in front and do, so I can actually edit 2 shows at the same time, which helps us out. But there was a couple of you guys that were like, oh God, another live show, and it's like, really? All right, so.
Something new for, maybe you can actually afford those products.
It's just something to get these products in front of you guys. Get these people in front of you guys and just introduce you to more stuff.
More stuff.
Other than just us, which is fine. But anyways, regardless of that, next weekend's going to be exciting. Next week is going to be exciting for us, and we're going to try to take you guys as long as we want. We're going to, of course, film a couple install diaries out there and see what we can come up with. And Haley's dropping us off at the airport, so that'll probably end the boring life of Dean and Haley. If you guys haven't checked that out, of course, this is a plug for our new show.
Like that.
I can just get up.
New show, Boring Life of Dean and Haley. Check it out. It's on YouTube. It's a plug. All right, get back to work.
Very good lighting.
So yeah, check that out. If you guys haven't had an opportunity to do that, awesome. Subscribe, do all that fun stuff. All right, Fernando. They're going crazy here.
I got SM212 Inc. Memphis subs and an Alpine MRV 500.
Okay.
That amp will push those subwoofers or not?
Probably. That is definitely the most popular amplifier Alpine makes is their 500. So yeah.
All right.
I like the product reps. Exactly, Matt, and I do too.
I have a 2001 Suzuki Grand Vitara in Australia. You guys would like to know it's like a Chevrolet Tracker. Here. It has a single DIN head unit. We'll be able to put a double DIN. It's a Tracker.
That's a tough, man. I know in some of those older Chevys, you could buy the next year's dash bezel, and that went from a single DIN to a double DIN. And I've done maybe 2 of those. It's tough.
It's just
tough.
work.
Grab a hacksaw.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
You should open your own shop here in LA.
No.
Okay, so there you go. We gotta know. I love LA. Okay, when we went to LA, we had a blast. I enjoy California. I know a lot of people have mixed them. I enjoyed it a lot. I don't know if I could ever live there. I enjoyed it for vacation because it was way more fun. Do you recommend a replacement Bose 8-inch speaker in the front door of the Model 6? That's where it gets difficult. If you're trying to keep the factory system and just replace the Bose woofer because it's blown, you'd be better off just going to buy that one speaker that's blown from Mazda. If you're looking to replace the whole system and go something better, then I would check out the Kenwood Exelon 7-inch line. They have 4 different versions, coaxials and components. They have an Exelon, and then they have an Exelon XR. There's also Audison makes the Prima 8-inch. So that's also a really nice alternative to go in there.
All right.
Okay.
It is okay to power subs below the RMS rating.
Yes. Not crazy below. So like if you have within normal, because all right. So if you get a woofer that says like 1,000 watts RMS, 500 watts is going to be its normal amount of power. If you put a 500 watt amp on it, you're fine. We've used this comparison before. Alpine rated their R-type speakers at 1,000 watts RMS. They also made a 1,000 watt amplifier. So people will go and they buy a 1,000 watt amplifier and they put them on their speakers and they launch these things into the stratosphere because they had a 500 watt power handling. Everyone looks at RMS and goes, oh yeah, no, cut RMS in half, power with that, you'll be fine.
All right. Do you have a preferred brand for an 8-inch subwoofer?
Go for it, Mark. Preferred brand for 8-inch subwoofer?
Yeah, I heard the 8-inch can give you performance almost like the 12-inch.
I don't know about that, but I mean now with like the Super 8s, which I'd go grab the one we have on the counter, but unfortunately it's magnetized itself to our other magnets, so it's stupid heavy now. But you know, you can get these big like Scar Audio, like that's a ZVX Scar Audio 8-inch. That's a massive one, and we just did an F-150 where we put 4 L7 8-inches in that, and yeah, no, they're very impressive when you do multiples of them. If you're just looking to do one though, yeah, it's tough. What's the best 6.5 coaxial for SQ? The ones that you can afford.
Yeah.
Really, when it comes, you know, K2 makes a coaxial. You can get a Focal K2 6.5-inch coaxial. Okay,
Yeah.
They're $750, $800, something like
Morels
that.
make them.
Morel makes the Integra series in multiple lines, which is there again, $700, $800. So you can go crazy when it comes to those. Whatever the limit is of your wallet. Is it possible? Okay.
Yeah. Do you answer gift card? Card gift? I'm sorry, gift card.
Gift
See,
card?
that was
I needed a
backwards.
gift card. You see? I told you. What?
Card gift. Dean, do you think we use also the wave?
Wave tech,
tech?
yeah. Power directly, speakers without amp. You said it is a line driver. Okay, no. Yeah, so the wave tech, no, it's a line driver, and it's all. No, you need an amplifier. It's not made to power. Elates. There you go. No, so Morel Heiberg Integra is one of the best 6.5 coaxials. You know, and that's, I'm looking at those like really hard because I really like the way the Integras look. They remind me of the older versions of the speakers that I used to run. So, but there again, the Elates are just sitting there going, look at me. I'm going, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at really hard.
What are your thoughts on the tweeters fitting up to toward the windshield?
So we got this question asked a lot last week. You know, tweeters up high. I'm a fan. Okay, I like my tweeters
on the dash.
I like them up here. I don't like them down here. I don't mind them up here. I like them up here on the dash. This area, whether it's forward on the A-pillar or if it's up in the corners of the dash, that's where I like my tweeters coming from. I also like the ability to control them though, so I like being able to tone them down. So like if you're gonna go up high at that and you're gonna go passive or active. If you're going active, you have volume control for them. If you're going passive, most good tweeters are gonna come with attenuation. Don't run them at 0, don't run them at plus anything. Put them to wherever their negative setting is. So a lot of times you'll see a tweeter that's like +2, 0, -2, 0, -2, -4, plus or -3 and 0. Always run them at like -3, -2, -4. Run them there, unless you're just a tweeter junkie. Because you want them, you just don't want them being the most obvious speaker in the car. Yes, Dean, tweeters, hearing distance, exactly.
Yep.
Morels are great. Yes.
I
keep talking about Morels because
we're
trying to get them on board.
Somebody's waiting for his 6-channel amplifier, Morel.
Ooh, 5-channel?
6-channel.
They don't make a 6-channel. They make a 5-channel.
They say 6-channel.
It's a 5-channel.
5-channel.
Yeah, 5-channel. The AB Class D one we showed on here the other day.
Yep.
I know. I'm gonna get that. I've already decided. I'm going with that amp. I can't help it. I want one. Whether I take the one off the wall or whatever. Do you guys sign your names on the installs? Like we don't sign our names on them, but we take a picture, which goes next to our name on Instagram. And if you'd like to follow us on Instagram, I'm 5-star Dean. You're Nando _13. I'm sorry. Wait, start over. I was interrupting. Go ahead. Do it again.
That was Mr. Lopez //
which is
13.
_13. Or you can follow us on, of course, our five-star on Instagram, where we put pictures of cars we do, fun stuff. On my page, I post life.
Yeah.
You know, and you post your life on yours, and a lot of our car stuff. So,
yes. I have a 2017 Chevy Sonic. Can I find a way to install an aftermarket head unit? Do you know a way? Can I find a wire harness?
On a Sonic?
A Sonic, 2017. Wow. Probably you can check Pack Audio.
Okay, MetroOnline.com, MetroOnline.com, and Pack.com. So one of the guys up here just mentioned that he uses the Diamond Audio Hex Series 6.5 in his car.
Yeah.
Funny story about Diamond Audio. We were the largest Diamond Audio dealer when they first came out, and back then they had a speaker line called a D5. And what they used to do is they were a bunch of home audio engineers backed by Max Factor, the makeup guy, and they decided to come with car audio stuff. The reason why they're a different company now is because they also decided to get into computer speakers, and that basically bankrupted them because they were dealing with compact computers. For those who've ever heard of compact computers, that would be why Diamond is now a different company. Anyways, what they did is they took the D5, and instead of putting tinsel leads on it, all they did was take the leads coming off of the voice coil, put shrink wrap on them, and solder them into the terminals. Okay. And of course, because they're home audio, they didn't realize that these things have to move, so we'd burn the leads right off them because they didn't actually use leads. And then the other thing that was funny is the Hex line of speakers, the company that they were having make those made skis. Okay? Skis. So in the summertime, they would make the Hex speakers. In the wintertime, they would make skis. So Diamond was didn't know this, and they went to order more speakers, and well, we'll get to you in about 4 months. And they're we're making skis now. And so Diamond had to find another company to make their cones. It was kind of funny. Halo 9 or Pioneer 4400 NEX.
And why?
And why? Why? So, okay, I've had them both, and honestly, out of all of them, I liked the 9905 best, which wasn't on the list.
No.
But I liked it for reasons that you probably wouldn't. I liked it because I liked the screen. That 1280 by 720 screen was bright and vivid and attractive, even though you're driving, so that's not the most important thing. I like the 4400 because it has wireless CarPlay, and I'm a CarPlay guy. And for me, that is the coolest feature ever for that radio. The Halo, the reason why everyone likes the Halo is the reason why the Halo drove me crazy was because it had that 9-inch screen. In my car, it sat too close and was too bright, and it drove me nuts. So now, feature-wise, 13-band EQ as opposed to a 9-band parametric EQ, all that stuff is about the same. HDMI inputs, those two have HDMI inputs where the 9905 doesn't. There are more features built into the Pioneer. So if you're looking for a feature-rich user experience, great. That's about it. That's what you're buying.
All right. Hi, guys. I'm Lauren the show. Hi from Sydney, Australia. Where's the name of the plastic materials that you use or the MDF?
We use Sintra, which is the blown PVC stuff, which is on that side. And we use ABS, which is the harder, more rigid, harder to work with stuff, which is on that side. We use 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, and 1/8 inch, and 1 inch version of that. And we use 1/4, 1/16, and 1/8 inch version of the ABS. The ABS is what we use when we put fuse holders in. You have to use the ABS. You can't use the blown PVC because the blown PVC is also called low temp. So it's not made for underneath the hood of a car. We always make fuse holders out of 1/4 inch ABS because most of the stuff underneath the hood of your car is made out of ABS now. It's plastic. You see us heat it with a torch. It's got to get hot. But that's how that works.
All right. Awesome video on the Camaro with the XA DSP.
Yes.
If it was your vehicle, would you use the XA DSP Most 1 or the AP4 GM61 for 2016 Sierra non-Bose screen? Non-Bose 8-inch screen.
So here's the deal with the Amp Pro 61. First off, if I have the option, I'm not using the access piece for anything. It's not even on the table for me. It was easy to use.
Easy to use.
I didn't like the interface. It sounded okay. The compressor on it the compression on it was driving me nuts. So no, I wouldn't use that in my own vehicle, and probably won't use it in any customer vehicles going forward. With that being said, the Amp Pro 61 and the non-Bose with the 8-inch screen is not listed as a functioning member of the family. It's made for Bose only. Originally, they were going to make it so that it would work. However, there's a flaw in the car. And that's not to say it won't work in your car. There's a flaw in the software that works in the General Motors car. So what happens is, if you buy an Amp Pro 61, if it works, non-Bose 8-inch, awesome. But more than likely what's going to happen is your tuner section won't work properly. You're going to get either a left or a right output out of it. And anything that's tuner, so AM, FM, or Sirius XM, has what is affected, because the way those units are designed is the tuner has its own preamp section in it that feeds into the MOS system. And for some reason the communication, there's an error there that is only feeding through one of the channels. Now there's a summing switch inside of the unit that they don't want me to talk about, so you didn't hear that from me, which will take whatever channel you're getting, right or left, playing over it, and mirror it to the other side so that you'll get sound out of both sides. But the effect is you're going to lose your stereo imaging. So you're not going to, like when you're, it's not going to be there. It's just going to be, so it's going to sound really funky. However, if you're playing Bluetooth, anything over the USB, auxiliary, all those will sound 100% perfect, because those report onto the MOS bus and everything plays fine. So that being said, my preferred choice is an Amp Pro and a DSR-1. That's what I would do. Okay.
All right.
Long story long.
I don't know if you actually thoughts on the Alpine X Series 6.5 components and the R Series components. What are the price difference?
Yes. Oh yeah, totally. If you got the money for the X, buy the X. The thing with Alpine is, you could probably take an S, an R, and an X, put them on a board, and I'd sit there and go, that's an S, that's an R, and that's an X, because the difference between them is staggering. The newer S's sound a lot better than the older S's. The R is still the older generation of R, which was a nice speaker. It's like yesterday it was great, and that was the one to go to, and then they came out the next day. They came out with the X series, and I was like, no, that's the new coolness. So yeah, if you can afford the X type, totally update. Go with the X type. Not even a question.
All right. Have you noticed his noise?
Floor noise.
Yeah, when you're using CarPlay on a Kenwood.
There was an issue on some of the older units where there was floor noise. Then they pushed a software update, and that sometimes fixed it. Some of the units, there was actually a bad component inside of it that was causing the issue. When I had the 9905, and that's the only one I've tried personally in my car, the 9904s and 9903s were the ones that were complaining about that. I never had that issue. So, and none of the cars that we've done have had that issue, but that's where we're at on that.
All right, what do you think about adding Focal K2 power speakers and the tweeters along with the JL Audio steel box?
Yeah.
And a Tacoma hook up to a Kenwood head unit?
Yeah, that sounds wonderful. Go for it. Those JL stealth boxes are nice.
Yeah.
And expensive. Really expensive.
What
Hi guys, great live. Thank
Yeah.
you. Good Lord, Dean. You look super skinny. Well, the thing is, if you're watching the install diaries, we're almost done with 2017. Yay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was, I think we're in November, December right now on those. I've been jumping around a little bit. So yeah, there's a definite size difference between then and now. Now I wear a large shirt, so.
Okay, so the guy he asked for the Alpine amplifier, the 500 watts.
Yeah.
The speaker, each speaker is 600 watts.
That's
each.
probably not going to be enough power then.
So.
Yeah, that's okay. If it's RMS 600 watts,
It's like.
or then it'd be 300. That would be fine.
Yeah.
You'd be okay. You'd be a little on the low side, but you'd be okay. Dean, have you used 4CAN soft? No. To modify OEM radios, various things, EQ curves? No, I have not used the 4CAN. We have one customer that's really into it, but no. There again, I know you can do a lot with the 4CAN. Personally, it's for us and time and stuff like that. It's just easier to plug the Amp Pro in and be done with it.
All right. I don't know if you answered this one. It's normal that they
Fusion gave
pack.
us the alien. What?
Yeah. It's normal. It is normal that the pack RP5 GM11 becomes warm even when the sound system is turned off. I'm worried about the battery draining 2008 Corvette with a Pioneer head unit.
So no, the RP it shouldn't. Okay,
It
so it
shouldn't
shouldn't be warm
No.
from being on. It could be warm for just being buried in the dash, but it shouldn't kill the battery. Okay, if it's a daily drive. Okay, anytime you do anything like an RP5, they do have a residual current draw that is a little bit higher than factory, a little bit higher. So if you were to leave the car for like 4 days or 5 days and never start it, then you might have an issue where the battery goes dead because it drew like 0.02 amps more current than it would if that wasn't in there. But we've put in tons of those things. Corvettes, it doesn't matter. We've never had an issue with that. So I think you should be okay. As long as it's hooked up properly, there shouldn't be an issue. Okay.
Okay, I have a 2007 Lexus IS 460. I was wondering what interface kit can I able
Chris.
to use
Okay.
to install an aftermarket head unit. I'm also not sure if any trim bezel available in Metra or Pack have not compatible.
What is it for?
For a Lexus IS 460.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a tough one.
If
There's
Metra doesn't have it,
Beat Sonic. Beat Sonic is the company that is also has stuff like that for those type of cars, and sometimes you can find it on AldiExpress.com too. So check those as well. As far as whether we bypassed the amplifier in the Passat that we had the other day, it did not have the premium sound system. He specifically bought the car without the premium sound system, so it would be easier for us to put an amplifier in it, so we didn't have to go and take that fender thingy out. So nice. T-harness. Loved it.
Okay, any experience with the 2014 Altima Tech package? Have an issue with glide spot detection after the Kenwood head unit upgrade?
Blind spot detection.
Oh, it's a blind spot.
No, we haven't worked with that one yet. Oh, hey. This guy.
Yeah.
Roddy.
Roddy.
Roddy. Talked to him today on the phone, really pushed you out. Thanks, Dean. No problem, man. Yeah, he was having a really sucky time with an Alpine.
Oh, for the Alpine, and the cameras. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Kevin, 99 Hertz speakers, no amp or sub. What's the best crossover settings for the head unit? So if you're just running a head unit with no amp or sub, and you have, like you said, you have 9905, you have a set of Hertz speakers, not necessarily going to need a crossover, okay? You could go ahead and put it at like 30 or 40 Hertz if you wanted, just to make the amplifier a little bit more efficient. But you got to remember, those speakers now have to play full range. So they have to play deep bass as well as all the way up. Something like a low frequency, a low crossover point like that is going to, which we'll do just to take some of the stress off of the amplifier, trying to reproduce frequencies that you're not going to hear anyways. So that's probably what I'd recommend. There again, it depends on what kind of volume you're looking to get out of it. So if you're going to do like normal listening level, then low or no crossover point is fine. If you're going to be playing it very, very loud and want to have tons and tons of volume, then a higher crossover point, like 50 or 60, would probably be desirable, just to keep those speakers from getting out of control with the fact that you're not using an amplifier.
All right. Would you do a blow through with the back window open on a pickup truck, or through a black wall, like a wall?
Gotcha. So it really depends on the age of the pickup truck and whether you're going to keep the pickup truck forever. Because you got to admit, as soon as you do a blow through, man, that truck ain't worth nothing. Okay, it's done. You just killed that truck. So if you never plan on selling the truck, or you're going to sell the truck because it's a show truck and you're cool, do a blow through. Why not? Otherwise, think of something else. That's just my thought on it. What's your spend? After watching you, I want to spend money on. I want to spend money I don't have. Don't we all? Any thoughts on Dayton Audio's DSP, the 408? No, I didn't even know they made one. I'll have to check into that. Cool. I'd like to get my hands on one. I like to get my hands on, yeah, there's a lot of, yeah. Why do big people speak speaker boxes with sealed side and ported side of the same woofer to have the best of both worlds? No, okay. Oh, Jason, what's up?
Thank
He's
you
home.
for the shirts.
Say it again.
Thank you for the shirts, Jason.
All right, there you go. If you're talking like a bandpass box, like a fourth order, correct?
Yep.
Or what Doug built, where it was a sixth order, where you ported. It's all about tuning, and it's optimizing the output of the woofer. So you have basically the sealed box is going to give you the widest sound reproduction, but the lowest amount of output. A ported is the next step up. It adds to that. Oh, $150. All right, so I'm gonna have to get one. The fourth the ported box gives you more volume but less bandwidth. Meaning it's not gonna. You're welcome, Haley. Not as wide sound as a sealed box, but louder. The fourth order or bandpass gives you less sound but even more output. So it really just depends on what you're trying to do. That's how that works. So like a bandpass box, we used to build them all the time because we could take like a 10, put it in this bandpass box and make them sound like 12s. And then we realized that wouldn't it just be smart to build a 212s ported box and let them sound like 12s. So a lot of people like to do bandpass when they're doing like blow-throughs or ported up through the rear deck, or just because they want to be different. There's no wrong thing. It's just know that the funkier the box gets, the less the frequency range is, but the higher the output is. Okay.
Okay, so do you guys know I want to add a sub and amp?
Oh wait, no, 2 speakers, 1 sub sealed. Oh God, no, I've never seen that, Oxnard.
Saw Jason?
No, that's weird. Okay, no, you got me on that one. I'm gonna call that. They have the special tattoo right there.
All right, I want to add sub and amp on my 2016 Focus with the Sony.
Oh, Amp Pro.
Need?
Amp Pro. Focus is going to be 2016 is going to be an Amp Pro.
There you go.
We got to get that video up. Is that a Focus?
Yeah.
Is that a Focus?
Yes, that's the Focus.
Yeah, we got a video on that. We got to get up. So hopefully in the next couple months. Y'all have dope shirts every time. This is actually, I had to steal this one out of Haley's closet. It was too big for her, and I needed smaller shirts. Crossover sending head unit or amp. That's the one question that will never get answered to make anybody happy. So I'll give it a try. My thought on that is, as an installer for customers, this is how we do it. We set it at the amplifier, because at the amplifier, more than likely, no one's gonna screw with it, because there's too many knobs, too many knobs and dials and switches and all that stuff on there. So when we set that stuff up, they look at it and they go, I don't even know where to begin. However, if you look in the radio, it says high pass, it says low pass, sometimes it has pictures of speakers. And it's really easy for people to get in there and screw that stuff up. So for me, when I'm setting up a customer's car, I'm gonna set it up at the amplifier. That way it's done, it can't get messed up unless they go play with it. However, for my own personal stuff,
Jamaica,
and probably a lot of you guys out there that know what the crossovers do and know what's going on, I recommend using the radio, because it makes things much more enjoyable. Now, where that sucks is if your radio doesn't have backup. Like if you have like an older Pioneer 42, 52, 5000, 4000, any of those, they don't have backup. So if the battery's disconnected, you lose your tune. And that means you lose your crossover. So if someone hops in your car starts playing your stuff with no crossover, you can see where the problem might be. So, user beware. But that's my thoughts on that.
Alright, let's see. If you
Sean, I'm sorry. Use the crossover points on the head unit to get it figured out, and then go tune them in at the amplifier. Yep.
Alright, Matt, if I run 2 SCAR amplifiers, one that's 800 for 2.8, and the other one is 400 for the speakers, do I need to run 0 gauge for the first amp and a 4 gauge for the second amp? I would run 0 gauge.
Does it say, is it the 800 he said?
It's a 800.
Yeah, you should be fine with 1 0 gauge. I mean,
1 0 gauge and 4 gauge
distribution block.
Distribution block.
Yeah,
yes.
0 to distribution. 4 gauge handles a lot. 0 gauge handles a lot of power. There again, not going to stop anyone from running more power wire. There's plenty of installs that we do where we run 2 4-gauge just because it's easier. And it just, there's no reason. We ran a 0-gauge the other day when we did the Pioneer system, and someone commented, I thought you guys always run 2 4-gauge. And normally we would, but in that particular situation, the F-150s, we've just done so much 0-gauge unwillingly in the F-150s, it's almost silly to not just do a 0-gauge now because we're just got in the habit of doing it. Yeah. So that's why we went that way. But if you run as much power as you want, man, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. No one has ever said, dang it, I ran too much power capability back.
Yeah. J Hood, yeah, you're probably gonna need a different amplifier.
Harlem, Georgia.
Let's see. Are you ever messed with Zapco amplifiers?
That was Sean. Okay. No, I've never messed with Zapco amplifiers. I do know that Big D Wiz on Old School Car Stereo did do a review. Zapco sent him an amplifier to play with, and he gave it away. Other than that, I never played with them back when they were Zapco, the cool company, and I haven't played with them now. They're Zapco, the new cool company.
All right. SVS PC13 and what's 454 say, wow, early today, 30 minutes early.
Yeah, so we have to ditch out of here at 6:30 because we're headed to Disney to film the next episode of The Boring Life of Dean and Haley. That's right, another shameless plug. The Boring Life is a joke, by the way. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, we try to. As a parent, you guys know you only get so much time to spend with your kids. Haley's my kid; she's getting old, and I want to try to spend as much time with her as I can, and I do. Now we're just going to take a camera and try to take you on some of our silliness that we do. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. OFC or the other thing. And I say the other thing because there should be nothing else other than OFC. That's oxygen-free copper.
That's it.
That's it. That's all you want. Okay, now, SPL guys, they might buy and do 500 runs of the CCA 0-gauge. Fine, no problem. It's cheap. It's cool. Go for it. The rest of us that are just doing a normal system where we have an amp, we have a power wire, we have a battery, it's oxygen-free copper or it's go home. That's it. There's no question. New camera looks great. Thank you.
Yes.
We're trying some out. We actually have some front lighting. That's why my glasses have these stripes in them. We have some front lighting. We turned the camera down to make it a little bit darker so that the wall behind us wasn't just like blinding us. So we're trying to have a good time. DSR1 or access piece. Fernando, you can answer that. Now, okay. Let me set it up, man. So, in the lab, car lab, we got the access piece and we put that in his lab. In the lab, we didn't film it because it was like 5 o'clock. We just wanted to throw it in. We wanted to play with it because we knew we were going to do it in the Camaro. Correct. And we needed to figure out how to use it before because we'd never done one. Mm-hmm. So that's part of the purpose of the lab is so that we can get hands-on before we have to do hands-on. Especially with DSPs. Yeah. When we first got the DM 608, luckily we have a customer that was like, dude,
just put it on.
Here's 5 hours, have fun. And we literally sat in his car for 5 hours and just played with the DM 608 to figure out how the heck to use it. So you need that tweak time to figure these things out because the software can be a nightmare. So we put that in. Then we took it out, and we put the DSR1 in. So we've tuned both in his car. So we had the same amps, the ACM 2.300, the ACM 1.300, the Phoenix Gold TI components up front. And of course, what we did on both of them is we ran an aux jack into on the DSR1, we ran it into the aux input on the DSR1, and on the access piece, we ran it into the front input on that because it doesn't have an aux input, which worked the same.
Yeah.
Which one did you like better?
Well, like you say, we put the access piece.
We got that. Which one did you like better?
DSR1, like I say,
Hands down?
Down.
Hands down. Why?
Like this. DSR1.
Okay. Yeah. So there you go. That answers that question. And since we mentioned the car lab, we just got in a gift the other day. A thing
Naples, Florida.
I don't know. I really don't know what this is. The Rockford guys, our reps, Sajeki, if you guys caught the and Bill, they're our Rockford reps. They wanted me. They're like, hey, have you guys seen the new PBR 4 channel? And I was like, no. And they're like, the PBR, for those of you who don't know, is their Punch series micro amplifier. So this is the PBR. So this guy right here. They used to make this amplifier. It was called the PBR it was a 304. So they just and I thought it sucked. I gotta be honest with you, I thought it sucked. Just trying to get some light behind it. Anyways, so they just came out with an updated version of this year. I don't know how long this has been out, but this is the 4. So this is a PBR 400X 4D. X is times. It's a new version of the amplifier. It's a lot more power than the 300. We're hopefully going to get a chance to throw this into the lab and see what it does, because this has a lot of power. It still has the same connectors that drive me crazy, which are these silly little things that plug into here. I'm not a big fan of those, but I'm anxious to get my hands on them. Now, the nice thing about these is these are a lot more affordable compared to the T-Series, and power should be very similar. I'm just waiting to see what the performance is. So we'll be doing a review on this here shortly. I just wanted to point it out. Now, that little guy comes with a birth certificate. Let's get past the lighting here. That's the birth certificate, okay?
By 12.
Wow. Okay, so it's got a lot of power. What was it? You're telling me the ohm. At 2 ohm, it was 127 watts. What was it at 4 ohm?
Bridge.
Yeah.
4 ohm, it's 400 and something bridge. In the back.
I'm looking.
Okay.
Specifications. Where's the English version?
Yeah,
so it's 50 by 4 at 4 ohms, 100 by 4 at 2 ohms, 200 by 2 at 4 ohm bridged. So, yeah. Crossover select will be 60 and 80 hertz. Yeah, okay, cool.
All right.
So anyways, enough of that. That's the plan for later. We'll get that.
See.
Wonder if it's better than the Key. Well, the Key has so much more stuff, though. What makes the Key is the DSP EQ circuit. So, you know,
Yeah.
And I'd have Haley tell you all about it, but we tried to do that. She just goes, yeah, it sounds better. I like it.
All right.
And then she walks away.
It is possible to upgrade my head unit on an Alpine system and a 2009 RAM and retain the backup camera.
What, a RAM?
A RAM.
A 2000 what?
2009.
2009.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can retain the backup camera.
Yeah, so you're going to need, like if you're using the pack one, you're going to need the CHY4, so the RP4 CHY 11 or 21, I don't know, it's one of those. And then you're going to need, they make an expansion module for that.
Yeah.
Which, the pack has it all. There's an expansion module to retain the camera. It's another T-harness you have to buy, but you have to have the one to get the other. If you go to pack-audio.com, type in your make, model, and year, go to the instruction manual for the RP4 on that, and in the instruction manual, it's a PDF you can download. It'll tell you the model number for the harness that you need to retain the backup camera.
Okay, Roman saying, Dean, good show with your daughter. Nice.
Oh, thank you so much. You want to come in and give it another pimp? Say hi. You get over there. Haley's here for those of you turning in late. She's just over here on the side. She's been cutting the stickers. Watch from San Diego. She's been cutting the new stickers. These guys here, we showed one of these last week. If you guys follow us on Instagram, we posted up the cool, we got them in. So we got the first batch in. So next week, we're going to be talking about how you guys can get your hands on those stickers. Because like Oprah, you get a sticker, you get a sticker, you get a sticker. There's going to be nothing other than giving me your address, and I'm going to mail you 3 stickers, 2 smalls and 1 large. It's going to be fun. And then a few select people are going to get a little special gift.
A few people.
Few of you are going to get a little extra. But other than that, yes, stickers. Everyone's
going to be
stickers.
Random. It's not like we're going to. It's like.
But everyone's going to get a sticker. Everyone's going to get stickers. We're sending them out to everybody.
Matter what.
You don't have to buy nothing. You don't have to. I don't want. You have to give me your address, but I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm not selling it to anybody. You just got to give it because I got to mail it to you. So. Postage, and it doesn't matter where you live. So for all you guys that are overseas or wherever, I don't care. Okay, if you give me an address that will take it to somewhere, I'm gonna put a stamp on it, and it's gonna go.
Yes.
And by me putting a stamp on it, Haley or Sue's gonna put a stamp on it and mail it to you because they're like, oh yeah, if you get stickers, I'll be more than happy. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm like,
bye, Scotty. Thank you.
I did not talk like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Sorry. All right.
A 2018 4Runner, do you guys recommend the full-cow plug-and-play speakers or any better options for the money or cheaper?
For the money, the Focal is pretty much the ticket. I mean, that's pretty much the way to go.
You can go up.
You definitely want to go with,
Canada.
You can spend more money.
Get out.
You can spend more money or you can spend less money. The only thing that may cost you less money is if you get in the Kenwood Exelon 7-inch. Those come with which you can go on, and we have a couple reviews on those. And actually, I think we have a couple installs where we've done those in the Toyotas. They come with a big Toyota bracket to fit right in there. So, but honestly, if it's in the budget, go with the Australia. Go with the Focals.
Yeah. All right, my Pioneer 1440 NEX won't connect with the Bluetooth. I will forget the pair device, raise the Bluetooth memory, turn the Bluetooth off, etc. Any suggestions?
Will the stickers come to Canada to represent? The stickers will go, like I said, anywhere you give me an address that I can put a stamp on an envelope and mail it to you. I don't care where. Okay, I don't care if you live in...
It's gonna get there
Fiji,
someday.
Canada. Okay, it's gonna snail mail its way right to your door. So however you get mail now, as long as you got a mailbox, you're gonna get a sticker. I don't care. That's how it is. Okay. What was the question again?
Yeah, the question is having problems with the Bluetooth, trying to pair it.
Oh, okay.
It's a 1440.
1440.
Yeah.
So the only time we have issues with Bluetooth is if people don't do the bypass on the green wire. So I mean, make sure that the emergency brake wire is engaged because they don't want you trying to pair Bluetooth while you're driving down the road. So some of the times the Bluetooth features are directly connected to that light green brake wire, either ground it to the emergency brake so you can on, which is what it needs to see, or buy a micro bypass or put a toggle switch in. But make sure that's engaged when you're trying to do Bluetooth. Really the only time it works is like out of the box when you first hook it up, you can pair your Bluetooth. Other than that though, it likes to see that on over the emergency brake.
All right, Larry, can I drop my 2010 Challenger off and $5,000 and you guys can play with that? You can call
Of course
Paul.
you can. Just call Paul and he will gladly take your information and spend your money.
And your money,
Yep,
exactly.
and we'll figure out a cool stereo to put in it.
Yep.
Favorite stereo upgrade for $150? It went away on the screen and I really liked that question.
Which
Can I
one?
get that back? Favorite stereo upgrade under 150, brand and model, stock 2008 Sierra stereo.
150.
$150. Okay, so if I have $150, I don't know. Okay, obviously speakers would be something under $150, but I don't know if I'm worried so much about buying a product in the car audio world. If I had $150 to spend, I think I'm buying a digital multimeter. If I don't have one, it may be a nice set, maybe a soldering gun or a nice pair of crimpers. I'm buying tools for me. That's what I want to spend my $150 on because I feel if I'm moving forward in this industry or this hobby or whatever it is you want to do, having a good digital multimeter like a Fluke that you can pick up at dnftooldrower.com, or at least use it to go for a link and then go to Amazon, buy whatever you want. Doesn't matter. I'm fine with that.
Buy the audio control mic for the RTA.
Yes, the cool iTest mic that you guys see us use in all the videos that you can plug into your iPod or iPad or whatever. This little guy here, so you can actually see what the heck you're doing. I mean, granted, there are cheaper versions of this. We know you can hook it up a Dayton from wherever, and there again, you can buy that too. But buying some tools to make it better for $150 might be the better option. However, if you're just looking to do straight up car, I mean, you can get into a nice CD player now. God, they're all under $150 if that's what you're looking to do. I meant head unit. So as far as head units go, under $150, any one of the 6000 series Pioneers or the 500 series Kenwood Exelons are going to be the ones you're going to want to look at. The 8000 series Pioneer is going to be your best, and those are single-din CD players. So,
all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Two different sub and separate boxes will probably cause cancellation issues.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What's the fire someone has drove to have installed done by you guys?
Idaho?
No.
Yeah, where did he? Wasn't he Idaho?
That was Maryland. No.
No, that was on that coast. We had a guy come from Idaho, or wherever the heck he was from. Yeah, he was from the other side. Pretty far.
Pretty far.
Pretty far. How about a good 8-inch mid-bass driver for a three-way active front stage? Otis and Prima makes a great 8-inch mid-bass. Other Hollywood? Was it hot? No, what's the? I can't think of who it is. The 8-inch. What Jeff has in his dash at the Toyota.
Hybrid.
Hybrid. Is it hybrids?
Is hybrid or is Illusion?
Illusion. Check out Illusion. I would say Illusion or Audison. Does the Fosgate P1001 will be good for 2 Alpine? Oh, it's way too big. Way too big. You want to look at like something. Those R-types really need about 750. Honestly, a nice amp for those would be the Prime 750.1. I know that's not a punch, and you're like, why would you do that? But yeah, that's actually a really nice amp for those. You could do a P1001. You're just gonna have to be real careful and sensitive with that gain because that's maximum power on those. Iowa,
New Mexico. Casey, if you want, yeah, you can come from Utah.
Okay, yeah. If you want to make the drive. What was that? Dean, out 2018 JK Alpine Factory System.
Oh, this is good.
Wave tag. Okay, hold on. Wave tag 4.8 keep head unit harness. Okay, so if you got a 2018 Jeep with an Alpine Factory System, you don't want a wave tech piece. You want an Amp Pro. That's it. Done deal. You want an Amp Pro. Amp Pro will plug right in, give you 6-channel preamp output. You don't have to do any summing. You don't have to do any nonsense. So get the Amp Pro. Done deal. Or if you really want to have fun, you can get the iData AR and the DSR1. There you go. That would be nice too. But either one of those, that's what you want for that.
All right. Do you like Eminence speakers?
No.
Oh, well, that was
RTA
great.
question. Do you prefer the flat across the EQ, a little high on a little lows? What's the ideal line for a curve? There is no ideal line for a curve when setting an EQ. Naturally, what we try to do when we start tuning the car is try to get it flat just to give us a baseline. That's why we play pink noise. We're just trying to not flat, but just trying to not make it a mountainscape. So we try, but that's what I mean by flat. We're just trying to bring everything up to a not real valley, not like this. More of a like if it's gonna go down, it's gonna go very smooth. 32 lines, so you can something that just doesn't have cliffs. Then once we play with it, we know we're going to generate cliffs because it's a totally different animal once you're playing music. So at that point, whatever you've just done, a lot of times you throw out, but you just want, it's like when you're getting ready to draw, you don't want something that somebody's already drawn on. You want a nice clean sheet of paper. So getting it flat gives us the ability to go in and then go, all right, push here, push there, right here, right there. Because like I hate 500 hertz. 500 hertz to me is like the worst sound ever. So I'm always gaining that down. Because I feel it's nasally, it just screws up the sound. So that's, there's no perfect curve. And sometimes like you'll look at it after you're done and you look at what you've just done on the EQ and it's like it's scaling fine here on the on the screen RTA, but the EQ is just like crazy and you're like, what did I do? And it's like, but it sounds great. So it's tough.
Milton, déjame saber qué tipo de teléfono tienes para yo decirte.
All right, what is this one?
Head.
What is it?
If you like Pastor,
head.
Better like tacos. I like Pastor.
What is
the
Pastor?
First one? It's like pork.
Okay.
But they put pineapple.
You lost me at pineapple. No, I don't do pineapple on.
No, I mean you don't have to eat the pineapple. They put the pineapple on the top. It's really good. But
wow, it's 111 in Saskatchewan right now.
Okay, but it probably is like
0 humidity. Hey, you know what? You win today. Saskatchewan, they win. They win. You know what? It's going to be -11 in like 4 months.
All right. RTA question. Do you prefer flat?
I did that.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, got that.
Okay.
How much time left? 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
7 minutes.
8 minutes.
Expensive way to add a good parabolic EQ before the inexpensive way. I don't think there is a good inexpensive way to do that. I do know this. Phoenix Gold just released their new in-dash half-din EQ.
Oh, yeah.
It's got a bunch of knobs on it. Why, I don't know, but it's going to be reasonably priced. Pineapple on pizza or not? No. No, God, no. I've tried it. Don't get me wrong.
Yes, I like it.
Pineapple is made for other things, not pizza.
Yes, I like it.
Okay, have you ever done? Hey, listen, man. You know me. I love pizza. I love pizza. Pizza. It's like pizza or death.
Yeah.
Which is hard.
I like orange with a little bit of salt.
I can only have like
Orange?
Yes.
Orange on your pizza?
No. Salt on oranges.
Just,
oh, Jesus.
You grab an orange.
Hey, why not? Hey, you know, he's just looking for another way to have high blood pressure. Okay, it's what it is.
Where's your location on that?
All right, Bobby. D's nuts.
Yeah.
Out of here. Thanks, buddy. Have a great weekend. Anchovies rule? No, you're just being silly. Hell no to pineapple.
Yeah.
What do you think about home audio brands? Like, I am so out of the home audio. I gotta be honest with you. You know who is in the home audio though? James from Car Audio, etc. He's actually working and he has a new YouTube channel.
Yes,
that
Julio.
is about street tacos are the best. Haley will agree with you there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They are really good.
Dude, when we were in California, I had a street burrito.
Best tacos I've ever eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was right in front of the museum there.
I really made a mess.
I can't get my... Okay, so this show has just officially jumped the tracks. I can't get my flux capacitor to work correctly with my 4200. Everything I get is 88 miles an hour on the radio. There you go. All right, you guys rock. All right, you know what? This has been fun. This has been great. You guys, if we missed your question, there's always Monday. Remember, next weekend, the show's going to start at 3 o'clock. We're going to be live in Dallas at Knowledge Fest. If you don't know what that is, go back and watch last week's show or any of the Monday show, and we'll talk about it. If you're only working on... what did that say? I totally missed it.
You complete on your car, and it's a complete system. Making sub-box, installing speakers, running wires, and amp. What will you plan?
Plan of attack?
Yeah.
I don't know. We're going to have to wait on that one. Street pineapple. No. All right. So, place where you can find us here, YouTube. D&F Tool Drawer is a place where you can find the tools. Patreon is a place if you feel like supporting the show. Thank you all the Patreons.
Yep.
Teespring/store/5 is a place where you can buy shirts that say 5-star on them. The Boring Life of Dean and Haley is the new show that we're doing about us. Haley. She's sitting over there. Dean and Haley. Next week's going to be fun. There'll be shows. Nothing on Wednesday. It'll be a regular installed diary, so be happy about that. All right, anything you got?
No, that's it.
All right, Monday it is. Thank you guys so much as always. You guys have a fun, safe, and great weekend. We'll see you guys
on Dallas. See you guys later.
See you guys from Dallas. But Monday we'll be here, so we'll see you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Monday
relax.
will be
all right.
regular.
Bye.
Stop.